And we are right into this one. The free nades are hitting. And here we are on down.
Good start right away here for Paris. They're going to get that initial time. Hawk is going to play over towards P3. Is going to get caught out, though. Good read there by Maui as they go look to break in. Gets so juicy. Looking for that initial kill. We'll find it. Great play out of Maui Chums. Great break as well on a hill that usually just stays white most of the time.
Now the push. They're trying to come in from Kev, but Paris will at least hold this time. This new rotation for now. The kill's going the way of Maui, though, allowing them to get a lot of this time on P1. If you're Paris, you're happy that you have spawns for P2. Not so happy they're giving up this time, and now the kill's going down. Big kills, though, on the side of Paris to keep those spawns for new. Ooh,
yeah, Paris almost let that there for a second. Novo was going to make a play towards the back, but the spawns are actually just going to grace Maui for, I can't even tell you what reason, to be quite honest with you. I think most of Paris were just too far to that left side over on the 50, and that caused the spawn. So now it's going to be pure chaos going into this P2. Kills so far, pinstripe, but Kev so juicy looking to change that. Looking for one, can't find it. The rest of Paris is there. Spawns, though, still in favor of Maui, but they are just struggling to break through right now as Paris hold the line.
Potential pinch coming in as he has some spawns coming in for Maui. Right now, Paris, though, a good setup in time. Merca now trying to push out and get some kills. Not going to do so, but Paris do take the lead as Kalen off to a hot start at 8-3. And the kills now all in the way of the Paris Letdowns. Hawk takes a spill off the map.
Happens to the best of us. Happened to me yesterday when we were in our championship quarterfinal match here on Den, so you got to watch for those ledges. Happens to the best of us. Smiles, though, going to look for the scrap, is going to find it. Maui now just trying to go on over to P3. They have a pretty decent position in here, but they do have to read Hawk, who is posted up on Dojo, and they absolutely do. Good break. Spawns are flipped right away, though. Paris going to be coming in from that backside. They have to read this, and they do. Maui with a great start once again on this hill. Looks like the odd number hills are going to be what's going to favor them today. Isaac trying to make a play. Can't quite do it. A couple extra kills, though. Go Maui. But Paris looks for the cleanup here as Merca comes in through the middle. Will find it. Good break there out of Paris. They're going to hold the line for right now as Maui try to make a play over now. Through Locker side. They're going to get into 10 here. Try to find that first target. Merca playing real patient here. Doesn't need to really worry right now. The rest of his teammates doing enough work as it is. This is good stuff here out of Paris.
Paris doing a good job getting kills around the hill. And they also did a good job breaking that initial time. They picked a really bad time to die on that P2 and ended up giving Maui a rotation over, but quickly breaking in. So it's been a good start again. Kalen still frying at 11-6, but Freeze also playing really well as well. And it is Paris set up for new. Maui going to take a slight lead, but big hill coming up, potential money hill for one of these teams. Kills going back and forth. That's a big kill on Isaac. And now Paris with the opening time.
I'll be honest with you. I have no idea where Freeze threw that nade from. I could not figure it out. I don't even think it was you. I think he was further back. So regardless, good nade there out of Freeze as the spawns continue to hold. But for some reason, Smiles is able to slip through without issue. For right now, finds one kill. Can't find a second, though. Maui now trying to push him through the front. Looks like it's going to work out for him. As Isaac and Kevzo Juicy just do the work there in the front. They're going to find it. They're not going to get the spawns, but they are going to get this time. So trophy system's going down. Paris trying to lock and load here. Ready for this initial push. Nades going out. Realizing it's not going to do all that much, but oh, maybe not. Kevzo Juicy going to fall. Now here comes the break. Paris coming on in. Find one. Can't find a second. Isaac and Smiles continue to do the work here. Pinch from behind. Does work, though. Freeze comes in, gets a 2. And Paris is able to regain control of that P4.
If you're Paris, you take, again, a slight lead, but the rotation is in for Maui. And I think if you're Paris, a little bit disappointed right now with how well you are playing out Maui. You'd think you'd have a bigger lead, but they will take a 10 to 12-point lead going into new. Again, Maui with those P2 spawns, America with a quick double off the rip, and that's going to be big kills. And watch player number 1 in Hawk going to pinch this. They should be able to get these kills, and this should be good time. They know the rotation, the spawn is going to be flipping over. So there's going to be a lot of time here for Paris if they can get these kills. If you're Maui, you got to group up and make them work.
Also don't want to lose the spawn at the same time either, though. America going to try to make Izzy pay for his crimes there, but it's not going to happen as Kev gets the revenge. And Maui now going to hold this time here. So a good break out of them, but spawns are still kind of all over the place. Ring around to Rosie. Here we go. Can the third round do it? Hawk's going to ruin it. Izzy is going to find him. Smiles continuing to hold down the line here. Rest of his time should be pretty good for Maui here as Paris start to set their sights over to P2. Big kill there out of Hawk. Kev, the only rotator, was found out. So now, good positions out here for Paris. Maui going to look to figure out where they want to start this push. It looks like it's going to be from couches. Game just about tied here. Maui Looking to move in towards the back. Time is going to go to them as they do actually find out the spawn right next to number 3, and Kev is just not going to have any idea. So once again, chaos here on P2.
They do get the kills in the back, though, and Maui, again, getting outplayed so far in this one, honestly, pretty heavily. But they are riding that wave, and they have the lead in this one. Nova with the pistol, finding one, looking for more, going to chow that, but going to get taken down. And now the break going in for Paris. That's 3 down, looking for one more. Kev getting one before he should get taken down. They take their time with it. It's going to allow the reinforcements to get in for Maui. So a little bit of a misstep there for Paris, and they're going to pay for it. The rest of that time, I was going to say, the rest of that time going to go the way of Maui, but Kalen, the big 2, those spawns will flip. And now we will head over to P3. And this is just a weird, kind of hard point so far. A couple of mistakes from both teams, and after all this, it's a very close game as we head into the second P3.
Yeah, it just seems like both teams, like, they're getting the rotations, they're getting the setups, but none of them are able to hold it. Like, there really hasn't been, like, a huge hold except for maybe, like, the first P1 there. Like, for the most part, it's just been very, very mixy from both of these teams. And as I say that, Maui right away, getting right back into that P3 side. Not letting Paris breathe even for a moment. Dojo's going to be cleared out. The push continues to come on through, but America in a great spot here. Point stays contested as Maui are still just forcing their way in right now. A couple of kills go their way. Kalen trying to make another play here. 1, make it 2 for Kalen once again. Going to keep Paris holding on to that time. They still are trying to make up for a 10-point deficit at the moment. Paris now finally showing a good hold here. And Hawk finding another kill on the Smiles there. This is good stuff here out of Paris. Now he's still trying to make one final push, but it looks like Paris are actually going to be fighting for these next spawns.
Yeah, they are, but, I mean, it's going to be Maui with the winning the race there, so a little bit unfortunate. Again, you thought you brought it back a little bit, but it's about the same deficit you had after P2. America, again, with a big 2, though, before getting traded out. Now it's going to be Isaac trying to hold it down, finding one, looking for a second, does get traded out. This is going to allow Paris getting this time for now, but a pinch coming in from about every direction possible. Maui do get those kills as well. Now it's going to be Paris spawning out front.
The NPCs have just made a new meta for this map in terms of just how it is played. Instead of just trying to just post up and play really hard headies and try to just hold spawns, it is just, you know what? Fuck it. We're getting in there. That's basically where we're at with this. Maui maintains the hold of spawns for right now, but Paris are eating up that time, and they're finding the kills as well. He's down about 5 HP, but he doesn't seem to mind very much. But Smiles is able to get a bullet into him. And a couple of extra kills there out of Isaac is actually going to break the point hole. So Maui, good scrat here. But now over to P1 we go. Paris, once again, are going to be set up, but that doesn't seem to mean much in this game.
Yeah, I mean, they are just getting broken and broken over and over again. And another chance here. Nova already finding 2. You got to play for this player up top in Kalen. He's going to find the kill, and he's going to try to get lost, but little does he know there's actually going to be a flip here, and it's going to be Maui spawning back B2. The kills already going the way. And for Paris, it just feels like they're not getting the important kills when they need them. Isaac finding one, now going to play for those spawners. And this is really good time here for Maui. Are they going to account for player number 1 in the back as the split's coming in? I don't think so.
I think Maui's really starting to feel it now. You can see them. They're getting a lot more confident. They're pushing up, and Isaac is going to show exactly why. 28-22 for the man. Is able to get a couple kills. Kev So Juicy now also going to be holding on to P2. He's got the Armada coming his way. Let's see if he reads it. He's going to find out quickly, though. Kev So Juicy just trying to find some bullets. Paris doing the right thing. They get in. They're pushing through. Freeze going to try to find one player towards the back. Can't do it, though. So Smiles is going to at least maintain some contest in the back. How about the whole spawns? As Smiles now is just going to lock it low, but now finally loses it. So spawn should be orange here for Paris. And they should be able to hop on some of this time. Maui looking for their first initial set. America is just in a bad way. He has no idea where anybody is. He is surrounded. Here come the wolves. Gonna find one here, but Isaac again with another 2-piece. Trying to find his way in. Kev finds his way in, though. One more player from Paris up, and he's gonna go down. Isaac with 3 there with some extra help. So another great break out of Maui. Paris cannot hold a hard point right now.
I mean, they could hold a hard point if it bit them in the ass right now, and this is killing. I mean, it really is. You again think looking at the kills right now that they should be up, but Maui has gotten back in on the kill side, and again they're just getting all the important kills, and it's just 3 down again. And if you're Paris, you got to find a break here, but you're not going to be able to now. Looking for the setup toward New, but this is going to leave Maui just points away. And I mean, this is a very frustrating map if you're Paris. You felt like you were getting the kills, but just not the important kills when you needed to, and getting broken way too fast. We'll see if a miraculous comeback is in play, but already it's going to be Maui on the time for Paris position here.
Here's the missile from Mizik as well. Not going to get anybody. The information is surely going to be there. Oh, never mind. He found 2 anyway. Izik is just king 2-piece in this one, and it is going to be that for Maui there, as they are going to just take the map and call it a day there on map 1. I mean, you know, it's crazy, though. The score was a lot closer than we're making it out to be. Like, we're talking about how Paris wasn't holding a hill. They weren't able to get any clean setups. But it was still, at the end of the day, you know, 50-point deficit. The attacking side is first. Here is Paris. And they're going to make a run for it here on B, actually. So all that patience stuff can go right out the window. Looking for that first initial pick. Novo has to see them all. And Kev, I don't even think they know it yet, but they are just in a prime position here to further flank. Hopefully Hawk, who's kind of positioned further back inside that train, will find them first. But no, Freeze is going to take the gunfight. Billets are there. Kills are not. Hawk there with the trade. Good start here for Paris as Hawk actually finds the second one as well, and they know another one's up top.
Able to get that with his life as well. So now you have numbers for Paris, and they're going to look to do that as they group up, play those numbers. Hawk kind of afraid of the flank. It is bomb down, though. I did not realize that. Bomb down on B. I don't know if Maui knows this, but it looks like Smile is kind of playing like he does. But this is interesting. You don't have bomb. You're rewrapping mid. Let's see if they can isolate one of these players. It might just work out.
I like the group play here. I love this. They're going to go for it now. Smiles is going to find that first contact, but Novo from across the pond is going to find a kill onto the group. So now all of a sudden it's up to America. 1v1 situation. Bomb is going to go down, though. So I'm assuming that the comm was not there, that the bomb was down, because Novo would have known. So Novo, going to be late to the party after getting that initial kill. Oh, timing. America just going to play up top here. Novo is checking every corner. 25 on the clock, so I have time to do this. Oh, but from the back, America is going to clutch it out there. 1v2 situation there for Paris. Looking dicey there for a second, but I do ultimately like the play call.
Yeah, they did get 2-pieced, and you thought for a second, wow, this is a little bit problematic, but in the end, they were able to win that round and again play their numbers effectively. I don't know if there was a sniper. I did see players top barn and top grandmas, and I thought I'd seen at least one, but you know, a couple ARs on the map, and that's nice to see again. not all the 8 NPCs.
One extra feature I really wish for Codcaster, that they would just add, like, you know, what gun is out, similar to like what CS is doing.
Yeah.
There's room up there. You can make it work. BO4 had it, I believe. Bomb site here for Maui. Good. Nade there out of Hawk. He's going to find Izik right away. So now Maui forced to back up here, but man, Paris is just all over the place here. I saw a glint. I saw that. I'm assuming it's Kalen who's got the sniper up top barn. As Maui is just looking, yep, it's going to be him. So Kalen now just tracking everybody. Finds one, can't get the jump shot though, but has to escape. Tries to shoot him in the elbow there. Can't quite do it. Smiles now just stuck in a rock in a hard place. Stun is there. Is the shot. Okay, D will not stop moving. This is good stuff out of Kalen. It's probably annoying the hell out of him. So now a nade's going to come on through. But meanwhile, this is a free... Okay, he was planning it, eh? But he, I think he heard something in the distance. So went to take a play. Meanwhile, Sniper is down here for Paris. So now Maui going to regroup. And now the plant is going to come in. So free plant over a day.
You're sick right now after Kalen. I mean, yeah. Smiles felt like he was trying to give him a kill. Couldn't get it. Smoke coming in to the side of Paris, and we'll see. It looks like 2 players are going to try to hit through the mid windows. It is going to be a bloodbath here in a second, but NPCs are going to come out and win this fight.
How'd he do?
It's Kev looking for one. Gets it. The defuse coming in, though. Are they going to check?
Oh, my God. Are you serious? Are you dead serious?
They did not! They did not get there in time. What a ninja. Bruh. That, I mean, that's a great stick right there. There is someone with big balls on that team for Paris there. They hopped on that without a fear in the world, and it's so annoying. And, like, obviously we have X-Ray and Codcaster. We knew he was there. I mean, Maui should have checked it for sure, but, like, it's sickening to just, like, he was, like, 4 feet away defusing that thing. So just another great play call. Paris almost, like, timed their chows perfectly, like,
yeah,
where they just were not going to be able to check after the engagements. So going to be a 4-hit from Paris on this A side. And America with that first kill. So Izek left alone. You got to be careful. You cannot get picked here. Gonna try to hit this nade on one of the players inside. Gets a bad throw, but a good bounce. Somehow that didn't hit America. He's able to get that kill. Now a 4v2. Make it a 4v1. America looking for the ace on the round. Can he get it? No, Novo trying to stay up, but he's getting chased down. Hawk will get the kill. Paris rolling in the search and destroy.
Yeah, I mean, what we were talking about before this is just absolutely coming true here. I mean, we talked about how they haven't played in over a month in an official CRL match, but it's painfully obvious that they have been playing outside of that. They have definitely been scrimming. They have set plays, and you can tell, too, because this is Fringe. Fringe wasn't in there, I believe, the last time they won that match. So, obviously, they have been playing this map because they have this all figured out right now. Maui just cannot find an answer at all. This is really what I wanted to see out of Paris from the get-go. They're starting to win more gunfights, too. But the big thing, too, alongside the strategic stuff they're doing, is they're playing by numbers, something Maui is just not doing.
I know. I feel like if you're Maui, you almost want to just say, hey, let's 4-hit something. So it looks like they're going to push the train once again. Hawk with the info that there's a player in train. Semtech's not going to hit, and this is going to at least force Maui to back up. So now Maui kind of looking for Paris to give them something. Galen not doing too well with the sniper so far, and misses another shot, but he is that presence in the middle of the map that's allowing, or making it hard, excuse me, for Maui to move off the map. As I said, those smiles getting into a good position, trying to make a play, gonna get shots onto him. Now gotta be careful as this is all happening. Bomb going down A, and Smiles playing his life and getting out, and I mean, does get killed, but wasted a lot of time.
Yeah, just kind of put Paris on the heroes a little bit. So now they are going to group up, though. So I don't think they're totally bothered by this. They're going to try to find this first nade. Freeze does see somebody in the distance. A wall jump is going to land, and then a bit of a circle draw, but it was through smoke, so Kev does go down. Freeze going to find a second as well, and out of nowhere, Paris with another easy regain on the bomb site, so they will get the defuse, and they will get their 4th round in a row.
Yeah, a little bit discombobulated there, I think, if you're Maui, right? Because, like, you get that free plant over at A, but Smiles kind of pushing mid. I mean, if he's obviously not spotted, he gets a free one, maybe 2. But he's pushing mid. He gets kind of isolated, and then you get a 4v3 retake on site, and they're kind of just able to smash the door and get in Paris as they take a 4-0 lead. And again, I feel like Maui, if I'm like trying to find something here, I'd be like, all right, let's 4-hit Brain, or let's 4-hit A, whatever the case, but do something together, try to get some kills, as they're just getting mowed down right now.
Funny thing is, like, yes, Paris is outslaying, obviously, but at the same time, Kalen's also goose-egging it as well, so this just shows the prowess of this team right now. From a strategic standpoint, Merca, though, taking a questionable gunfight, but he will win it regardless. So Izek now finally showing up to the party, but will get traded quickly. So another man advantage here for Paris, as they now look to make a move onto the A site. Merca going to check towards the back. Sees a flying saucer of a grenade there coming out of Smiles. So they at least know where one is. They are looking for Novo, and I don't know if Nova is using a sniper at the moment, but he is just sat up in top barn. Bomb will go down. Smiles going to be first contact. Doesn't quite see the players. Just going to let him go, but is going to watch the window. Ooh, timing would be bad if Kalen comes back. Nope. Smiles in great position here. He's got help from Novo. Good find there from Smiles. Good look for the second. Does so. Great play here on Smiles. Looking for the third, and Novo gets it. Great play there out of Smiles to set that up for Novo. Maui finally on the board.
Yeah, I mean, really nice reads there. Obviously knew that player was probably going to wrap back from tin side, and once he found one, was able to turn around. That's a big round win for them in that 32 deficit. Kind of a questionable chow out of Kev off that break. I don't know if he like screwed up his movement or something, but he was in a pretty bad place when he died. So you're at least able to win that round and maybe get some confidence. Got to get something on this offensive side though, and we'll see. It looks like, again, trying to just spread this map a little bit, see what picks you can find, and now taking it over toward that B site with a little bit of aggression.
Kalen's got a new spot. And it's going to be just below barn, right on that barrel with the sniper. Can't find Izek, though. Izek is just going to play with his food a little bit here. It's going to be a bit of a wall-up situation here at B, as everyone is basically just at the border. They're just trying to find their way in. You know, Maui. Play here, Izek. has the right idea. Has to take the chow. Can't quite hit the shot. 38 HP. He's out of there. But now Novo's going to try to find his way in. Wolf Mind Hawk. So great start. Great break to find their way in. Smiles with a follow-up as well. Novo trying to find another. Merca stuck towards the back. And he will be all of a sudden left alone. And wow. Immediate down there for Maui. They might be starting to feel it a little bit.
Isaac backs up Hawk there and leads him into a kill for his teammate, and then from that point on, if Paris, you're not really tradable spots. I thought America in the back had a chance to maybe get that trade off of Hawk, but not able to. And now 2 rounds in a row, feeling a little bit confident and back on the defensive side. So things looking up here for Maui. We'll see if they can win this defense here. Looks like Paris gonna take it back over to B, where they have had some success.
I'll get over there. Novo's gonna throw a nade. Not really gonna hit much there, but definitely knows that Paris is nearby. There's noise being made. Galen also posted up with the sniper once again to find the cutoff. Now he's starting to find the way in, and Kev just kind of slips the net. He's gonna find 2 right away. Another great play there out of Kev. And now here comes the rest of Maui. Merca, though, is going to post up and find Isaac to try to even this up. But Kev is still locked and loaded and ready to go. And a great nade there out of Kev is going to find Merca. Now all of a sudden, it's just Kalen and Kev with the ace. That is good stuff there out of Maui. And all of a sudden, man, Paris is just feeling Maui breathe down the neck.
Yeah, I mean, a couple rounds in a row here where he kind of got dominated, right? Like, it wasn't great. Nice play there by Kev, getting that first kill and then pre-firing that doorway. So now going to be up to, I mean, Paris, you got to find a way, right? You got to find a way to kind of calm the troops down. Do not want to go down 2-0 after having that 4-0 lead. So big round here coming up.
A is the thought here for Maui. Nova, though, is going to try to play for information here, but that means Train is open, and I'm curious if Paris are going to figure this out quick enough to try to go for a flank, but it looks like they are just trying to find an initial pick. They need something to work off of, and Nova is actually getting chased down by 2 players. Trying to escape here. Knows they're nearby, but he is too weak to fight, but might be able to get out with his life as the rest of Maui actually group up with him. So might be in a good position for this. Oh, Freeze might catch a timing here. Plant is going down on A from Kev. He's going to look for 1, get some bullets down. Still no kills as of yet, but here comes everyone. Isaac is going to find the first blood. Maui now have a way in as Paris are trying to figure out where everyone's coming in from. They're in the walls. Here comes Paris coming in, finding 1, but still 3v3. 27 seconds on the clock. Hawk puts on the bomb, finds 1. 3v2 situation here for Paris, and they still got to get the defuse as Novo Smiles line him up. 2v1 all of a sudden, and Maui 4 straight to tie it up.
Man, and Paris, I mean, I don't hate the play call, right? They 4-hit Train, but it was a great. Who was that player in the back that stayed up? I guess was it Novo? I don't think it was Novo. I mean, to be able to stay up and give your team all that space to plant over at A and Freeze, as you said, could have caught a timing, but was not able to. It's just very unfortunate right now from Paris. You got to stop the bleeding. As you said, 4 straight here from Maui. This would be a backbreaker for Paris if they win this map.
They need to adjust a little bit because they're finding themselves in situations where they're teaming up and they're doing the thing that they're supposed to be doing, but once they kind of get into the gunfight, they're kind of running away from each other. And they're getting caught up by Maui and paying the price. So now on the attacking round, trying to make a play over to B now. Smiles trying to find a first blood. Wow, good shots. Is able to force Paris back a little bit here, but it's too weak to take the rest of the fight. Maui now going to group up. Nades are everywhere. Still no first blood. Now it's just going to be a kind of a fist fight to see who gets it. Pin straight, but Paris does get that first blood, but Smiles immediately picking off another Paris player. This is exactly what I was talking about. And now 3v2 situation here for Maui. Freeze just trying to find a way in, and bomb is dropped next to B.
Yeah, and it's Novo is trying to read this play, and Freeze will see what route he tries to take. I think he's going to try to get the top barn potentially, but being very patient. I like the setup from Maui, though. They know bomb is down, and they're playing close-knit, playing for these trades. Freeze, they're going to try to take this one on Novo. He does get some great shots off, but not able to finish the kill. Isaac is going to take down Kalen, and my goodness, Maui is just running them over all of a sudden.
Well, everything was working for Paris until it wasn't. And again, I'm really trying to understand what they're doing because like they're doing the thing again where they have these setups, but then they're getting into the mix of it, and it all just goes away. Like if they don't find that first kill, all of a sudden everything is the problem. Like it just seems like I don't know if they're panicking or they just didn't think they'd get that far. I'm not 100% figuring out what they're doing, but Maui is reading them like a book now, and now on map point could put this one away. Give them a 2-0 lead. And now over to A we go. Yeah. Novo's going to be there, though. First initial. Freeze is in a bad spot. Is going to get caught out. First blood once again for Maui. But Kalen actually ends up finding 2 to give the advantage back to Paris. But now, Maui, they're going to think about it for a second. It's going to be Novo and Izzik who are going to be up. First gunfight. Izzik is going to find it, but the immediate chow there at Hawk. 1v1 situation here for Izzik. It's going to be Izzik and Murica. And they're closer to each other than they think. Murica gonna be coming in through a window here. Is he gonna peek this out? He's gonna come through. Is it gonna find the kill? No, Murica is gonna turn and burn on him. Round 11 here on map 2.
Big kill there. He got a little bit nervous because it felt like Paris, if you lost that round, you would have thrown that one away. Well, Murica with the kill just barely. Just barely as we head to the round 11. I think it's going to be Maui on defense.
Should be, yeah. Yep.
So I think you take that if you're Maui. I think you're probably feeling a little bit more comfortable there. We'll see what the play is from Paris.
Would like the idea of Paris honestly just full sending this and just do it together, but no, they're going to split up, do a pretty standard split, see what info they can find. Man, Maui is convinced about A. Or they're just trusting Smiles to make this play up top. But that nade's going to come on in. It's not going to hit him, though. So not good information for Paris, but it doesn't matter. They're rotating. But everyone is just mirroring each other right now. And I don't think anyone knows where anyone is at the moment. Except for, I think it's Kev who's in there. Sees the whole team coming in. Smiles does pick up first blood, but Kev pays for the crimes. Izzik finds another 3v2 here for Maui. 2v2 as Kalen gets a kill of Freeze. Gonna get smoked out, but it is just still chaos right now. Bullets are flying through the building. Paris are kind of stuck in between the doors. Izzik coming in from the back, trying to find one. Can't do it. Kalen's gonna get the kill. It is all up to Smiles here. They're just gonna post up, but Paris knows. Paris is nearby. Here comes the challenge. Kalen's gonna get it. Paris almost throwing it away, but end up getting the job done. It was dicey, but they're going to get on the board, and now the series is tied up at 1.
Oh, man, you're sick if you're Maui. I mean, they had Paris boxed in, right? They had him.
Here on Scar Overload. 1-1 in this quarterfinal platinum matchup here. Goes our hair to Maui, but Free's going to answer right back with a couple. So Paris is going to try to find themselves in ball position, but Izzik is not too far behind. Going to find a couple of kills here, and look who's already in the spawn. It's going to be Freeze.
Name of the game on this match will be annoying, especially if you're on this side. If you get in the top blue, you can be a big drop. It's going to allow the team to move up, and the kill not coming in fast enough is already Paris with the score. It's definitely has become the preferred side. I feel like, just again, if you can get into blue, it can be annoying. It leads to a lot of big plays that are already happening for the side of Paris, but now it's going to be Novo on the other side trying to cause chaos.
Yeah, and Freeze looked away just the wrong time, caught a timing on the Smiles, so he's going to lose that forward momentum. Is now Maui going to try to make a play right towards A here. Murica, though, is going to post him back, but Novo coming over the side. No one can see him except Hawk there at the last second. Trade comes in. Paris doing the right thing. They're able to hold the line. Smiles trying to go over to B. He's going to get it. What a play there out of Smiles. He's able to wrap around. Paris was caught sleeping at the wheel.
Now heading over to the P2, which Maui does have the space for right now. And are getting the kills. Nice shot by Novo as well. They should just be able to walk this one in. Paris is not going to be able to get there until they do. The kill goes their way.
Was it a
Paris? I think it was. Paris realized to stand.
I'm so sick of these god nades and overload, man. But now it's going to be Paris right back on the run. They're going to shove it right back into Maui's face. They're not scared of anything, but they should be because Maui are getting the kills right now. Freeze does find one, but here comes the rest of Maui to clean up. And now we're kind of right back where we started here as Maui are going to get control of B once again. Novo going to pick up the ball. Going to try to get on over there, but is going to think better of it as their teammates die right in front of them. So they're going to back it up here, wait for reinforcements. But Paris coming in hot. Losing 2 at the same time, though. So Maui trying to find the play. Great nade there out of Freeze. So now another opportunity here for Paris.
You're looking for this one player, which you do not find. But you're running away from the device, so it is going to reset.
Not ideal.
Yeah, Maui in position here, and if they can find the kills, they may be able to make a play. But Paris, they're kind of bunkering down there. Smiles, though, with 2. Kev Juicy with 1 more, and they have the chance. You got to go back and get Bombo. It's going to allow the players from Paris to get in the play. Novo finding a kill on the freeze, and if they can continue to find these kills, they'll be able to walk it in. What should they do? It's been a nice start here for Maui.
Now I really like that B side right now, and they're finding continued success, finally getting another ball in the net. Kev is going to start doing work for the next one. Ball is put up by Maui once again, but mid-cut from Paris is going to cause problems. Maui is kind of stranded right now. They're going to make a gun over towards A, and they're going to get there too. Maui spawning up over by fence, and he's going to get in there. Paris tie it up right away. So just a weird situation there for Maui, and they did not get a good spawn for that one. Paris going to make them pay for it now. They're going to try to make a couple of kills and make a play, but ball is once again plain side, and Paris has control of that again.
On the Smiles, which they do.
Oh, God.
Now looking for one more in the back. This is what can happen. You can just spiral on this map on overload. Freeze trying to move this up, but he's going to get taken down. So nice response there from Maui. Looking for one more player over America. He's taken down. And that's why it's so tough. Man, like, it's so humbling because if you're on the side of Maui, you're playing so well. You have 1-4 down, and it's just like, bam. Tie game. Like, it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, this mode is sickening in that regard, right? You have to just you can't take your leads for granted because it literally can change within 10 seconds. Ball is still being fought for right now as this chaos in mid-map. Everyone's just trying to take a breath and regroup here, but gunfights are still happening across the way. Paris are going to get the ball, but they're not going to get possession. As now I find the kill right away, and they're looking for a retake here. Paris has no idea. I think Hawk, I don't know if he intentionally missed out on Smiles there, but is going to be at white wall regardless. Now Maui just kind of stranded over at store side. Kills are pinstripe, and Hawk is just in them right now, but Smiles is there for an answer.
Good though, because if you get these kills, which you do, you should be able to walk this in, and Kalen does so. So Paris now taking the lead in this one, and again, it's off the back of Hawk getting into bottom blue, causing problems, and paving the way for his team. We'll see if Maui can respond here in the last 16 seconds. But Kalen with a nice shot. You got one player you have to isolate over here in Novo. They're looking for him. The kill is there, and you have a chance now, but only one player here. You got to stay up if you're on ball. Not sure if he's going to be able to do so. Freeze, though, with the help, and now Freeze with a second as well, so maybe not done yet. Freeze with a third.
They're going to go to B, though, but the spawn is going to benefit Maui, though. They're going to spawn right on top of the hill. 20 seconds for Paris to break this. They just got to find something. They got to find just a couple of kills here. America going to take a chow. Kalen's there for the help. Hawk is there with another one. B might be open. It's all up to Kevin from behind. Can't do it. 4 for Paris at the half. And wow, just great stuff from Paris there all around. They were just in them for so long. Maui just couldn't get him out fast enough and led to Paris just completely dominating the round.
Yeah, that's sickening, right, for Maui, because you felt like you came out hot and you felt like you were controlling the pace. And then, as I said, it got really humbling. You got 4 down, you got scored on quickly. And then there, I mean, that just feels inexcusable, with especially since you spawned all on that side. Not being able to get the kills and not stopping that is backbreaking. The only good thing if you're Maui is you are going to, again, what I feel is the favored side here. If, again, you can get into that blue, be a problem. Maui has to have somebody that does it. But look at this group up here from Paris. Everybody near store.
Paris did everything they needed to do on the preferred side here. Let's see what they could do on the opposite end. Maui, I think, just trying to be a little bit more methodical about this now. They are really trying to find those first couple of kills, and they're not giving themselves away too much, except Isaac, who is trying to just roam around a little bit. The Paris are held back for the time being, but still no grab of the ball quite yet. Paris still holding up by white wall. Smiles trying to come in from the back. Does find one. Freeze is going to have to find an answer, but timing once again is not going to read. That Freeze is sitting there. Or I'm sorry, the Smiles is sitting there in bow. Freeze, though, is going to find 2. The help does not matter. Kevin, Isaac are trying to make a final play. A desperation play. Isaac might be able to do it. If he finds this one, can't do it. Held at the line there by Paris. Good stuff, and they're going to get possession.
Yeah, there was a moment there. I thought that they could get it, but Freeze with a big 2. Gonna keep this lead at 4-2, and after Paris, you can kind of sit on this for a little bit, try to find these kills, Big pinch coming in, though, and it's going to be Maui with the ball. But now can you find these kills? Player number 5 in America trying to stop these players from even crossing and doing a good job. As now it's going to be Kev last up here.
Right the first time.
Pushed up and going to get taken down. Again, another play foiled here.
Oh!
Paris. A couple big kills. Now they're able to move off the map.
I'm pretty sure Freeze has gone like 7-2 since the start of this half. I think they were 19-4 and 12 going into this. So now Freeze is just on a 5 right now and is just starting to light it up right now. Cruise missile will be nice. Not going to get it because Kalen is going to take him out. Thought you would know all about that. Paris trying to make a play over towards that B side, and here comes Hog with the flank, but it might be too little too late because Maui are going to have the ball and they're going to get through the P2 side. So now Paris are just going to have to hold the line here in the beginning, and they do so. Kalen is going to find 2, make it 3. Another 3-piece here for Paris. The multi-kills are just coming in for the Paris side. Kev, though, is going to answer back with one of his own. Hawk there to kind of clean it up. So now a beat here as Paris try to find their way back in. Right back at it we go. Freeze trying to make a play, and with the knife. Just trying to make a statement real quick before going over towards ball. Freeze once again, as you can hear my wife in the background contributing to the cast. And Freeze trying to make the play towards the back once again. The ball's picked up here. They have a chance. He's going to try to pin down the rest of Maui. He knows there's one here. There's one. He knows another one's nearby. It's Kev at 18. Kev going to wrap back around, but too late. Paris is going to get back on the board again.
I mean, this is the complete opposite, really, of what we see in Map 1. In Map 1, it was Maui getting all the important kills when they needed to. Now it's Paris, as they're just able to pave the way at the right time.
Ooh.
Now a big hill to climb if you're Maui. We'll see if they're able to do anything. But I mean, you got to start finding kills, and you got to find Hawk, who's top grant. And I think Smiles has an idea that there's a player up there. But now, going to be able to read it. So, a chance here for Maui. You got to find these kills. 2v1 isolation if they want it. Now a player gets to top blue, and it's just, you can't get in if you're Maui. And they're just getting cut down. This is a great stand here for Paris.
I mean, they're also just getting desperate now, too. Like, that was a desperation jump I've ever seen. And I get it. They're running out of time, but it's just not going to work this way. You are down 3. You've got to try to play for these kills. And now Smiles is going to find a couple here. Ball is going to reset, though, so it's going to be up to Nova to grab it, which he does. But Paris find the kills in the meantime. Maui are just taking up too much time. And now, ball dropped once again. Paris looking to put this one away. They're going to look over towards A. Freeze going to find the initial gunfight. Kills coming in from Maui, perhaps. Yeah, Nova's going to find one. So Paris really just stalling time right now.
I mean, you pushed it up far enough up the map where you give your team time to spawn up. And, I mean, if you're Maui, you need this. You need somebody to get in their cheeks. And Kev might be the person to do a big kill there. Kalen, though, finding 2 again. It's 3. Oh, my goodness. Kalen doing it all. Like,
oh, please.
This is 2 plays now. That, I mean, now you should have had walk-ins, and they got 3-piece.
Oh, my God.
You're sick, and that's going to do it. I mean, my God.
Yeah.
Talk about the important kills in this one. It was all Paris. Now he had 2 chances and got a 3-piece. That's so wild.
Yeah, he's probably not even going to get a score on this side as well. And remember, this is supposed to be the preferred side here on this map. But, I mean, I know we've been giving a lot of gas to Freeze, but Kalen has been right there with him, making the plays. Pistol John, he is not scared of anything. Will fall, but ultimately this one is over. So Paris are going to take a 2-1 series lead here in our Plat quarterfinals. The rust is wearing off. They are back at it.
Freeze, big map there. I think it was 32 and 23. It looked like he ended. And just doing a great job. Kalen, you're seeing one. It was actually Kalen twice, I think. But here's the first one. You seen the second one there at the end. I mean, that's...
We're going to move on. Don't think they have an opponent quite yet waiting for them in the next round, but I'll check on that in a second. First blood's going to come in here for Smiles. America's going to answer right back, though. Paris going to get that initial time and get the rest of the kills as well. So good start for them here. We'll see how they hold it. Hawk is going to put themselves in a pretty good position here, but they're not getting time right now either. And I think they'll notice now, but they also have to be careful. There's so many spots you have to watch in this P1. It can get difficult.
Yeah, it was early, but it is, as you said, so many options. And now you're able to get these kills to keep this time your way. But good job, at least for Paris right now, that you're not giving up spawns for new. I think you're almost at the point where maybe you try to put some pressure on this hill, but again, you don't want to give up new. And number 6 and Itzik, he's trying to wrap around. He's going to try to flip them. Hawk to see if he finds the kill with his timing, like the reloading. He gets taken down. Problem is for Isaac, none of his teammates stayed up, so he's gonna have to go big. Does find one looking for a second. Gets traded out though, but this is gonna allow his team to move up and get in that hill early. So good work by him. The problem is the kills not going Maui's way. Break Paris.
Yeah, what a flip of the script we have here, where it's just Maui can't seem to find the kills right now, and Paris are actually the ones finding the breaks for the most part. So now they're able to just eat up this time in this hill. You can just get so much off of this. Maui have to just coordinate a push, but they are going to spread out. They're going to try to find these initial kills. America, good position here. Can he win the fight? Freeze is going to find Nova. America is going to end up winning his battle. Isaac, his last one up, is going to be in the back, but is not going to get the spawn. So now is going to get it late, though. I think Paris are going to read this. Kalen's going to be last up, is going to get taken down. So it's going to be scrap here for Maui to at least keep this somewhat even. And it's going to be Nova who's actually going to be set up next first.
Oh my God!
Why
did he just spawn there? And that's a blessing, and it still might not matter for the side of Maui. Big fight coming in. Freeze wins it. I was about to comment on the big mistake from Maui. I mean, you're pushing behind hill with 25 seconds, and then Paris recognizes that, pushes out, as they're trying to chain these two hills together, and then you get a God spawner, and it still doesn't matter. My goodness,
listen.
Woo.
I've showed my age here by talking about Black Ops 2 and everything. I have been watching COD while some of you were in diapers, right? But like, there's some things. Okay, hold on, excuse me for a second. Kalen's talking. He's trying to make a play here. He's got 3, and Paris will finish out the rest. What I'm trying to say is that like there's just some things I am not going to be able to explain to you. That one is one of them. So it's going to be Paris who are still going to be holding on to this time. Now he's trying to find a push towards the front. Looks like they're going to be able to get it finally. So another set of scrap, about 18 seconds worth here for Maui. And now the race over to P5 is on. Hawk is going to be posted up first, but not a lot of numbers with him. Is Hawk is letting him go? No, he's going to find 1. He's going to try to find 2 and does so. Great player of the Hawk. Patience there to allow them to get this next hill before we go. Paris still leading the charge on getting rotations.
Yeah, I mean, great. You got 15 seconds of scrap time, but again, you lost your rotation. Like, I'm not sure why, if you're Maui, we're pushing so old so late here. And now they're just getting cut down as Murica gonna find another player mid. You gotta watch player number 7 in the back when he's taken down. And this is just clinical right now from Paris. I mean, Maui doing everything you're not supposed to on this map. And you gotta rotate on this map to give yourself a chance, and they're not doing so. But now the break coming through the front as some shots going to arrive from Hawk. Looking for the kill in the player window, does get it. Now watching for this player in lobby, and he goes down as well. So the scrap got on their way, and guess what? They're going to have rotation for new. This could get ugly.
Yeah, it's to get real ugly. I mean, I hate to point it out, but Maui is just really struggling in the kills department right now. Paris really not struggling at all with that part. They are doing everything they need to be doing right now. Maui trying to find their way in, but Pinstripe is going to lead it. The chow comes in. That was close there out of freeze, but Novo is ultimately going to get it. So good break there out of Maui. They made it harder on themselves, that's for damn sure. But now they're going to get this initial time. Paris trying to find their way in. Couple of kills go back and forth, but Maui's still going to hold on for right now. Novo knows where 1 is. Callout's going to be there. So Paris are actually going to have to regroup a little bit and find a different angle.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's a lot easier to get kills when you're in the right position. That's crazy how that works. And look, they get into positions and finally find some kills. Looks like a Hellstorm came in, and it is going to find 1 Isaac doing a dance. Does finally find at least 1 kill. Looking for a second. Oh my God, he was pissed on him. But it's now the scrap going the way of Paris.
Paris is getting back on this, adding to their lead here. They should be up by about 70 or so points going back to this P1 side. Maui are going to be set up first, looks like. But Paris immediately thinking about some flanks. Freeze with a spray transfer. Can't quite get it. But the trade will be there coming in from Kalen. So initial, once again, going to Paris. They're going to knock this one down, but Smiles in a great position there. Is going to find the kill to at least slow things down for a bit. As Maui, the spawn. Let's see if they call this one out. Kev is going to be coming in from behind here. So you have Paris with these gunfights. They have some more problems to worry about, but it's not going to matter because Isaac was still causing enough trouble. So white time right now. Paris is going to hop onto it. We'll see how long they hold.
Maui just has no map control, and they haven't really had it at all, this map. Because now you're in a spot where it's like, all right, well, we don't want to give up new, but you're down enough where you kind of have to chow over every time. And they're just getting broken every single time, and if they're not getting broken, they're getting flipped as they finally are able to get some time. You're still down 7, and you're not set up for new as Kalen almost finding 2. Maui collect the scrap time. I think I've said that about 4 times already. They get about 15 seconds, but guess who's on new? It's Paris. This hill could potentially put it away if they have a good P2 here.
Yeah, because, I mean, usually in normal game, 50 is, you know, it sucks, but it's not the most, you know, dead thing in the world. Like, it's not going to call game, but they're just not rotating, man. So Paris going to be in a position here. A couple of kills do help out. Oh, they got the spawn anyway. Kev is going to be coming in from behind. I do think it's red because I do think Paris understands that they did push a little bit far enough, but Hawk is by himself. Knows one got in. Kills are there. Maui does get a break, but even if they hold up all this time, which looks like they will, they're going to be down by about 30 or 40 points. So they still got some work to do after this. And I think Paris are going to cut their losses here in a moment, and they are going to go next.
Which is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, it is.
Play from Paris.
It is.
No, look, Maui needed that break. They did get the spawn in the back. Nobody was blocking, and you had one player pushing out. So that spawn, I'm not too upset with. But, again, Paris, nice that you have this play over to two. Can't lose this gunfight. America with one gets traded out, though. And now numbers, if they're fast enough for Maui to try to break into this new time, they got to find the kills, though.
Good number side here coming in from Maui on this left side. It might work out for him. They get into the hill. It's really just going to be America here. America does not have the reinforcements, but he doesn't need them. He finds 2. Now Paris coming in late. America gets 3. Clear him out. Shut him down. Paris are back on the hill. Great play there at America. 23 and 16 is showing up when Paris really need them most here. I mean, we've seen a little bit of slowdown out of everybody else, but America has just been steady.
And like the double and triple kill machine for the team.
Yeah.
And getting a lot of big kills. The break comes in for Maui momentarily, but taken down. And now, I mean, they're still pushing for old here. Player number 6 going to get taken down. So the last 13 seconds going to go the way of Paris. They're going to be about, what, 35 points away from the victory. Maui, for the first time, I think this map set up new. But look, the numbers going the way of Paris. They got to find these kills, and they'll be able to break.
Well, I'm going to keep an eye on Freeze here. Might get a window. If Paris can make enough noise here, I don't think they're going to do it because there's not enough bodies. But Freeze is in a position for a flank. But there is still a pinch opportunity here. Paris going to get a couple of kills. Pinstripe here. Going to be basically a 2v2 situation. Killer finds one. Trying to find another. Might stack him up here. Can't do so. Kev is going to get it done. Hawk is still just keeping the time white. Just keeping the bleeding going there for Maui. And it's just going to be back and forth here as Paris continues to spawn nearby. And Maui might be running out of bullets here in this scenario. But they are still holding strong. Smiles, pistol out. Trying to be the hero. Can't do it. Paris here can't quite call game, but they're getting close.
And now if you're Maui, you almost have to hit their ult. They're going to, looks like they're going to do. But you got to stop some of this time and try to get over to it. You find 2 kills, so you're going to get the rest of the scrap time if Novo stays alive. Now player number 7, Smiles, gets taken down. That was a big kill there from Freeze. It's going to allow the rotation to come in. 3v2 here on the hill for Maui if they go quick enough, and the kills are going the way for a second, but America gets taken down. Not over yet.
100-meter race was won by Maui there to get to this hill, and the kills followed it up. Starting to bring this back. You're not quite in sweating territory if you're Paris. They're getting close, but now the numbers are in your favor, so you're not going to be sweating at all. You're actually going to be feeling pretty good about yourself. You just jumped into ice water. You're going to be just sitting here and holding strong. Maui just going to have to get more desperate now. They're going to have to just force their way in. As Paris still in a position to win it right here. Maui do need to contest for a little bit of time if they want to force next hill, but they really should be thinking about getting them off. Paris, though, finding 2, finding 3, 1 more to go. Might be calling game right here. It might be just about done. Maui, you have one more push. The team need might have got him off. I think they don't have it. I do not think they have it. I think Maui is going to move on to next, and they do have rotation, but this is going to be a really quick battle. Novo, going to try to find the initial. Can't do it. Freeze. Finds 1. Finds 2. Can he find a 3rd? Oh, Kev. He's going to save the game at the last second. What in the world is going on? Kev staying up and just holding it down here for Maui. Paris trying to find the way in. They're trying to find it. They're going to try to go right down the middle. Kev is still in a good spot. Going to find 1. Trying to find a 2nd. Again, the kills are going the way of Maui right now. This is insane. Just complete composure here out of Maui.
Player number 2 in Hawk trying to stay up, trying to find the kill. He gets taken down. And the kills continue to go away. And now, the problem for them is they cannot win here. So they're going to have to start rotating the new. And you got to play as well. The kills going their way. But, you got to reinforce time. A tricky situation here. But this is possible. 10 seconds left on the G1. Only 1 second needed for Paris. 1 kill going their way. Got to save him for Kev. You do so. The contest coming in. It's still alive. But the rotation is not in. The rotation is not in. And Paris will take the map and take the series.
Man, I mean, it ended the same way. It's been all map. The rotation just wins you the ball game. Paris with a one-man rotation over to next. It was the right call. I'll give it to Maui for holding down on that last hill, but they were just in a tight spot after just getting out-rotated and just